From a crazy new hero to awesome reworks, a new pet system, a chaotic new game mode, a new mythic skin, and much more, the Season 12 update is finally here. Hey everyone! The Season 12 Spriteling Playverse update is finally here, and it's packed with tons of new content. This seasonal update brings a lot of new stuff into the game, and in today's video I'll show you everything. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up, the new hero Umbrosa has officially arrived in the Gorge. She's an incredibly versatile fighter who can be played in the clash lane or the jungle. Her kit is all about switching between ranged and melee attacks, and she even has a built-in revive that makes her a nightmare to deal with. I made a dedicated video breaking down all of her skills and lore previously, so check the description if you want to learn more about her. Alright, now let's talk about the hero reworks and balance adjustments, because there are some massive ones. Let's start with the most awaited Jian rework, and this is a huge buff that completely changes how he's played. The new core of his gameplay is his passive. Every time he deals damage with basic attacks or skills, he builds up a toughness bar, that white bar under his health. When it's full and he's fighting, he enters his heaven and earth state. This transformation enhances all of his skills, gives him a huge chunk of bonus health, and makes him an absolute brawling monster. But that's not all. His new passive also gives him a heavenly eye laser. After using any skill, a laser is charged up, stacking up to 3 times. This laser automatically fires when an enemy gets out of his close range, dealing bonus true damage and healing him. It's a great tool for punishing enemies who try to escape and for sustaining in fights. Now let's talk about his skills, because they all get powered up in his heaven and earth state. His first skill has a really cool new update. If you miss the initial throw, the hound will now wait at the end of its path. If an enemy hero walks near it, the hound will automatically latch on and mark them. You can also retrieve the hound if there's no enemy nearby, and it will cut the skill cooldown by half. This makes the skill so much more forgiving. And when you're in that powered up state, the second dash of this skill is enhanced. When he rushes to the target, he now also knocks them back, adding extra crowd control to his combo. Next is his second skill. It works the same way. If your health percentage is higher than the target's, they are stunned. But in enhanced state, this skill gets a range buff. The area of effect becomes much wider, letting you easily hit and stun multiple enemies in a team fight. Finally, his ultimate still fires off those laser beams for damage and healing. But in his enhanced state, the range of these lasers is increased, letting you deal damage and heal from a safer distance. This entire rework turns him from a simple ganker into a high-skill, momentum-based fighter who just gets stronger the longer a fight goes on. Next up is Agudo, and this rework is a pretty significant nerf that changes her core gameplay. First, let's talk about her passive and her seed mines. The seed mines she picks up from the ground no longer heal her. They now only grant stacking movement speed and attack speed for herself, while slowing enemies who step on them. This is a big hit to her early jungle sustain. The one small buff here is that her first skills field will now last forever as long as someone is inside it, which is nice for zoning. But here's the actual nerf. Her second skill's role has been completely changed. The new role still stuns for a short duration, but the separation mechanic is removed. They've added a new feature where you can bounce off walls to extend the role, but it feels slower and harder to control. This change alone completely guts her primary method of setting up kills. Her ultimate has also been changed. Now, if Furball dies, she enters a short recovery state to regenerate health, instead of returning to Agudo immediately. You can also recall her early if she's alive. While this is a decent quality of life change that makes using Furball separately less punishing, it doesn't make up for the massive nerfs to her other abilities. They've essentially nerfed her identity as a utility-focused jungler and pushed her into a better damage-dealing hero. Now for the buffs, and there are some good ones here. Let's start with Diaochan, who's getting a decent buff. Her first skill is getting a nice damage increase. The base damage is up by 20 points at level 1, and the magic scaling is getting a 7% boost. This is a solid buff that will make her poke and wave clear even stronger, especially in the early laning phase. Next up, Athena is getting some nice buffs that could make her a bit better than before. Her passive's enhanced basic attack is getting a big damage increase, with the base damage up by 120 points, and the scaling boosted significantly. Her first skill is also getting its base damage increased by 100 points, and the scaling is way up too. But here's the most important change. Her shield on her first skill no longer scales with physical attack. It now scales with 10% of her extra health. This is a huge buff to her tankiness, rewarding you for building health items and making her much harder to kill when she dives in. And finally, Kaizer is also getting some love with a straight damage buff across the board. His first skill is getting a 20-point base damage increase, and his second skill is getting buffed on both the initial hit and the follow-up slashes, with a slight boost to the scaling as well. It's a simple change, but it means he's going to be hitting even harder in his trades and team fights. Now for the battlefield changes. A small but useful change is the new Primal Bond indicator. Now when a hero with the Primal Bond effect attacks a dragon, the damage will show up as special floating text, making it much clearer to see the damage numbers. Alright, now let's talk about the brand new casual game mode, because this one looks absolutely insane. It's called Ultimate Awakening, and it's basically Honor of Kings on steroids. The basic idea is that as your skills reach their max level, they get crazy upgrades. Think bigger AoEs, more projectiles, shorter cooldowns. Your hero's abilities become completely broken versions of themselves. But that's not even the main part. The real chaos comes from the true awakened form. Here's how it works. The first player in the match to defeat 3 enemies will instantly transform, becoming this super-powered monster. You'll see a notification pop up, and that player will start glowing, ready to dominate the battlefield. Now, there's a catch. While you're in this form, you'll deal insane damage, but you'll also take more damage, making you a huge glass cannon. You're the most powerful person on the map, but you're also a massive target. And here's the best part. If you manage to kill the player who has the true awakened form, that power transfers to you. It basically turns the match into a massive King of the Hill battle, where everyone is trying to hunt down the most powerful player on the map to steal their power. This mode starts on September 27th, and it will be a limited time mode, available only on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. So get ready for some crazy weekend action. Now let's talk more about the Spritelings, because a full-fledged pet system is now available. First, these Spritelings are highly customizable. You can freely switch between 2 forms, a cute cat form and a glowing spirit form. On top of that, you can unlock and equip tons of different outfits for them, from casual clothes to unique costumes like a bee or a firefly. But they're not just for show. There's a new season-limited theme called Go Spriteling, where you can literally summon them on the battlefield. They'll follow you around and grant you one of 3 different skills you choose for the match. The first one throws a fireball that deals burn damage. The second one summons mini Spriteling minions just like Milady. And the last one slows enemies with your basic attacks. These Spritelings are also your companions outside of the game. They'll hang out with you in the lobby and even talk to you with little speech bubbles during matchmaking. On top of all that, there's a whole new Spriteling Challenge mini-game where you can battle other players' Spritelings to rank up. By playing this mode, you can earn event currency to unlock more limited costumes and even get a free epic skin for Ming. You can also get free Spriteling mystery boxes by collecting cards in a new event. There are a few nice system optimizations in this patch, and here's a huge quality of life update for all you high-ranked players. They've finally removed the party restrictions for players at 50 stars and above. This means you can now team up with even higher-tiered players without any annoying tier limits holding you back. They've also added a new reporting feature where the system automatically detects any negative behavior. This will be a great feature for quickly reporting those trashy teammates. And a feature we saw on the test server is now live. You can finally change the appearance of your Flowborn character. You can now change their gender and skin tone whenever you want. Your first change is completely free. So if you messed up your initial character creation or just want to switch things up, you can do it right now for no cost at all. After you've used your free one, you'll need to use an appearance change card for any future changes. You can buy these cards from the shop for 90 tokens each. So, it's not a 90-day cooldown like we initially thought. You can change it as often as you like, as long as you have a card. This is a fantastic feature for anyone who made a mistake the first time around, or just wants a fresh look. We have some good news for Yuhuan players. They've improved the visuals of her stellar songstress skin. They've upgraded her ultimate's quality, and it now looks absolutely amazing.
Resonate with the universe.
With all the new skins and collabs, if you're looking for a safe and authorized place to purchase tokens, then I highly recommend checking out Elitedias. They offer up to 30% savings on every token purchase, which is a fantastic deal. Plus, it's fast, secure, and super reliable. For a hassle-free way to get your tokens, make sure to visit their website. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. The shops are also getting a massive update this season. First, Xin is getting a brand new mythic skin. Shadow Hunter, which is now available in the point draw. And for a limited time, there's a 25% discount on point draws, so now is the perfect time to go for it. The Dragon's Hoard is also getting updated. You can now claim Athena's new skin by reaching Grandmaster tier. Also joining the prize pool are Passionate Samba Daji and Roaring Blade Liu Bang. There are also a ton of free skins up for grabs. You can get Durenji's new skin, Peony Painter, just by logging in for 21 days. There's a new Happy Gift Coin Pusher event where you can get Dr. Bian's epic skin. And there's a returning skin vote happening from September 30th where you can vote for your favorite skins to come back to the shop. And lastly, the Fragment exchange shop is also updated. There are now new heroes and skins available to exchange with fragments. And that's it for the massive Season 12 update. This new season is packed with so much content, from the reworks to the new pet system and all the free skins. So, what's your favorite part of this update? Are you excited about the Jian rework, or are you hyped for the new Spritelings? Let me know your answer in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.